everyone. Welcome back to session 2, Living Life in Review. I hope you all enjoyed our first session on independent living and were able to journal on that prompt. Today, we are talking about self-worth. So, according to the American Psychological Association, self-worth can be defined as an individual's evaluation of themselves as valuable, capable human beings, which are deserving of respect and consideration. Positive feelings of self-worth tend to be associated with a high degree of self-acceptance and self-esteem. So there's a lot of different elements of self-worth, and when an individual is diagnosed with cancer and endures subsequent cancer-related treatments, those elements of self-worth can be thrown out of balance. So some of those elements include our values and our beliefs, emotions and well-being, current and past relationships, health, career, engagement, appearances, childhood, and finances. So, engagement in meaningful activities and valued occupations following a cancer diagnosis and cancer related treatments assist individuals in maintaining their sense of self and motivation to continue participating in meaningful activities. When we have decreased participation in those meaningful activities, it can impact our quality of life and our life satisfaction. One study found that maintaining independence in those meaningful activities provided survivors with a sense of normalcy, a sense of self, motivation, responsibility, and cohesiveness. So, an emerging theme throughout the current literature is a survivor's desire to live with purpose, prioritizing their most valued activities and developing strategies, including modifications and adaptations to the environment or activity, so that we can maintain engagement. It's important to remember, though, that the process of adaptation is an ongoing commitment. Throughout a cancer journey, we're going to have hills and valleys where we're able to not need as many modifications or adaptations to participate, whereas some days we may need more modifications and adaptations to increase our participation in a valued activity. So, occupational therapy's role in fostering self worth looks a bit different than a typical rehab setting. We can address functional abilities by creating modifications and adaptations so that we can increase your participation in meaningful activities. But we also want to look at your motivation behind participating in those activities, as well as your concerns when you are not participating in those activities. So, some of the most commonly encountered concerns when working with cancer survivors from an OT perspective include the meaning of life, spirituality, relationships, values, and beliefs. So, as an OT, we want to create activities that provide meaning and promote self worth and self esteem and confidence. But we also want to validate those concerns and motivate participation and engagement in valued activities while optimizing your function. So there's a lot of different avenues that an OT could implement for exploring meaning. So some of those include journaling, which is what my program is looking at, and we're using journaling as a way to explore our meaning, but also evaluate quality of life and life satisfaction. You can also do structured life review. Letter writing has been shown to be extremely beneficial, and this is actually something we will be getting into in the later stages of living life in review. You can also do guided imagery, which is basically a technique that is used to promote mindfulness. So you think of an image in your mind and you walk yourself through that. And there's a lot of different resources available for guided imagery and other mindfulness techniques available on Google or YouTube if that's something you're interested in. Another one is identifying life themes. This is typically done in collaboration with structured life review. So after completing a life review session, you can then go back through that review and look at certain life themes that may appear from your life story. And the last one is legacy building. This is typically something that is completed during the end stages of an individual's life, where they create a remembrance project for their loved ones and family to remember them by. But it's also a great way to put yourself in a situation where you are doing something you are passionate about. So, one of the opportunities that I'm offering as part of Living Life in Review is an opportunity for individual structured life review sessions where we can further explore your meaning and areas of your life that you would like to reflect upon. So, if that's something you're interested in, my contact information is located on the screen, and you can feel free to reach out to me and we can go ahead and get something set up for you. So that takes us into our journal prompt, which is how has your cancer diagnosis impacted your identity? Think about your strengths and how they've assisted you throughout this journey and list them. How did you develop these strengths? So go ahead and journal on this prompt, and I will see you back here for our next session on mental health. I hope you have a great day.